I'm the subject of a lot of really horrible, disgusting, gross photoshops, which we then report to a security firm. So when people photoshop cats near me, I'm like, oh great. It's that kind of pussy, cool. It was like in the dream, me and Justin Bieber were dating, but there wasn't any kind of sexiness. It was just like, I just knew that we were like, together. And it was, but in the dream he was really upset, and then I was in this flat, and I was like, oh no, Justin, what's wrong? It's gonna be okay. And he was like, emotionally traumatized, and I had to go in and like, hug him and be like, it's gonna be okay. And then I woke up.
Lauren, that's so fucked up.
It's weird, right? I'm also quite proud. It probably looks shit from far away, but I've got a gig injury. Ah!
What did you do?
I tried to do this is super intense, like Jesus pose on the ground, and I was like, ow, as it happened, but you have to stay in character, you know? So as it was happening, I was like, run off the pain! But it's gonna be fine. I can see you're all worried, but I'll just get a little band-aid on it after. Ow. So during the bit where I was on the floor, I'm sure you guys are like, whoa, so passionate, what about performance? Really, I was just trying to eat the M&Ms that are on stage. There's some peanut M&Ms.
I think they're drugs.
I don't. Drugs. No. They're chocolate. Like,
drugs
you can be my witness. That's an M&M, right? That's a chocolate peanut M&M. Yeah. See, verified. By new security. Thanks.
I don't know. I'm scared of the beard.
They're both strong in different ways. Fuck it, Ian.
I went to the grocery store, I had a bag of groceries, I was walking down the street. I was eating what I would call a biscuit, what you would call a cookie. A group of men standing outside the subway, and one of them shouted at me, hey girl, how about you eat my dick like you're eating that cookie? I was like, oh, no. But also, that says something about one of us. I don't know, like either I eat cookies in a messed up way, or that man has interesting taste. It's okay, Dad, I didn't do it.
Yes.
Kind of sad my dad's not here. I've never caught anything ever. That would have made him very proud. He has no sons. What is it? Is it Simba?
Well, the first one was Martin. You tweeted, Segway wankers everywhere. So
Just the camera. You look like a tool, a complete tool. Don't do it. It's a mistake.
fuck's sake, these subs are off the scale. A scale. Nice stick me.
I dare you to scream out a curse word. Sorry.
Say cunt again, just real quick.
Cunt. It's really bad here. Like, it's not as bad where I come from. Like, in Glasgow, you could say it as like, what are these cunts doing?
Me and the cunts are gonna go bowling tonight.
Yeah, maybe. Or like, if somebody was like, what's Greg like? I'll be like, oh, he's fine. He's a good
What
cunt.
a cunt.
He's a good cunt. You can say he's a good cunt. Yeah. I'd kind of run out of patter. I've already done the Jawa thing. Oh, Teeny! Oh, come on. Do you actually think that's good? What's the hit rate on that? When you go to public places and ask women you don't know. It worked out well for you, sir. It's so distracting and sexual. Everyone
with a single take vocal on it. And I'm not an emotional guy, but she brought me to tears with that shit that day. And
I like to believe it was because of the performance.
oh, I'm so sorry.
It's because we'd had such a like that was.
Yes, I know. My favorite review I ever read was the girlish vocals of female singer Lauren Mayberry. I'm like, how many times can you tell people I have a vagina? It's already in the name. They'll figure it out.
Ian gets sad because he's very memeable, but he doesn't really like memes that much, which makes him even more memeable.
Exactly.
I don't know if anybody's seen it. There's this one on the internet of him being like, and people send it to us a lot when they're like confused about things. They're like, I don't know.
You know, does anyone else not think it's a bit funny how he's all really sad when Mufasa dies, but like he's just not been singing a tune about how he can't wait to be king? It's a little shady. I am on to you, Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Mine's is by a country mile, Ratatouille. It's so amazing. It's the ultimate hangover cure, that film. See if you've got the doom, if you've had a heavy night on the booze. Ratatouille. It's a feel good. It'll sort you out.
Reindeer, do you go out dressed like this often? That's really sweet. I mean, good for you. You do realize if the Republicans get into office, this shit is not going to fry anymore.
Somebody tweeted me and they were like, shut up. Why would I listen to a fucking celebrity telling me about politics? And then I clicked through and I was like, you're a Trump supporter. You're voting for a fucking celebrity. What's wrong with you?
I'm not telling on you or anything, but it smells like ganja up in here.
Although last time we played a block party in Philly, we had a really nice time. And then like the day afterwards on the news, there was like local news headlines like churches incite orgies and people pissing on steps. I don't know that we did. That makes it sound like I was like, have a good night guys, pee on people's stuff. Like when you were leaving, I didn't.
Today I was tagged in a very strange website on Instagram, and it's called Celebrity Armpits. And there were just photos of me doing that, and then people were like, armpits. What about Martin's armpits? What about Ian's armpits? What about your armpits? They're beautiful. They're really nice armpits. That's a nice armpit, sir. Yeah. It's not my website. I didn't ask for this. Oh, I'm doing it again. I didn't ask for this.
I hear you love the show and you're new to it, the show Seinfeld.
I'm sad that I have more in common with George than I would like.
I remember reading a review of that one, and the person was like, this band would be better if that girl was not so painfully boring and shit.
I think that's a little
So,
hard.
I don't know, I feel like I laughed last a little bit there, so...
Fuck you, guy.
I mean, I am boring and shit, but like in my free time, hopefully. Hopefully not when you people have paid good money to come and see a show.
It's a really rock and roll experience we have. People are like, what are they like? What do they do? And they're like, they watch a lot of television and they recycle. There will be no more recycling power during this show, but it is very important.
Once Martin trapped me inside a toilet.
I want to reenact just 4 seconds of you at panic mode in the toilet. Ready? And go.
It was just a lot of like pulling on the handle, and I think all he done was put his foot in front of it or held the handle in place, and I like panicked and then had to like sit down and regroup and be like, okay, I don't have my phone, but they'll have to come and get me because the show will have to happen, so they'll have to come and get me. So just be calm and wait. And then by that point, he given up.
If you could only tell one story about yourself for the rest of your life, what would it be?
When I was friends with Lionel Richie at the Brit Awards.
Friends. But really, you were just like everyone was like, oh, it's Lionel Richie, and he caught Doc's eye and was like, hey man, and then Doc was like,
And he put his hand on my shoulder as well and said, like, and then I just said it, oh, hey Lionel, and like turned back round and continued eating my dinner. Everyone at the table's like, and everyone in the room's like, that guy knows Lionel Richie.
but
like,
internally he's
whatever.
screaming in his head.
Outside I was like,
We're in America, everyone's really nice here. Oh, sorry. You're all so polite and like, it's very strange when I go to shop and someone's like, are you having a good day? I'm like, why? What's it to you? Why are you being nosy? And then, when we go back to Britain, I'm always like, oh, thank you, have a nice day. When I leave the shop and people are like, ugh, she's a bit much, isn't she? A bit much. But it's fine jumping around in a circle. I know it's my choice, but... Mistake.
Martin from our band enacted a really elaborate prank on somebody else where he unlocked their phone, changed a number in their phone to make it his, and then texted them as this other person who was in a reasonably famous Scottish band. And then Martin was pretending to be somebody from Idlewild, texting another person within that band, being like, would you like to leave the Twilight Sad and join Idlewild? No pushing, just saying I need to know in like an hour. And that's deeply evil.
Where I saw my first penis. Not even in a useful way. No, like as soon as you were entering Glasgow Green, as I was just walking through the gates, this is like 14-year-old me or something, and there was guys just pissing at the gates, and I was like, oh.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's quite dusty here, and I feel like there's a lot of dust in my mouth. If you were like, what's happening? She's not singing anymore, lazy old bitch. I was like, no, I've got a... So, I hooked up a loogie. But then I cleaned it up myself, so, yeah. Let it not be said that we have changed. We still wipe up our own spit. Everyone's like, no one gives a shit! Stop! Alright, thank you for entertaining our shit stand-up routine.